Yo, what up? This is HOPSIN with Funk Volume, and you watching MONTREALITY. I was the class clown, goofy kid, just doing a bunch of stuff that didn't deal with work. I was always looking for somebody to laugh with, or making paper airplanes, or drawing, or writing raps, thinking of skateboarding, everything except work. That was just me. My talents were somewhere else. They weren't in the classroom, so I didn't see any purpose to be in class when I was there. So I just didn't care. So that's pretty much who I was. For like 7 years, I did extra work with a place called Central Casting. Yeah, so extra work is when you're just in the background of TV shows. I was trying to be an actor too. I was still rapping. I started rapping first, but then I eventually got my own headshots and took acting classes, and just tried to spark my own little career off. Didn't work. All I got was That's So Raven, and yeah, but I was still a rapper at heart. So I just came to the point where I just put acting to the side completely and just did music full throttle. I was still doing extra work though. Extra work was my main income. And the reason I was doing it, I never had like a regular job where I was at Burger King or something. I just couldn't see myself working there. But the reason I was doing extra work was because they paid a lot of money. Like you get paid like 150 or 200 bucks a day. And then I got signed to Ruthless Records and got a little signing bonus, so I just completely trashed the background work. Then Ruthless Records didn't go good, then I went broke. And yeah, but those are my jobs though. Then I started Funk Volume. The key to success, doing your homework and finding things that motivate you to keep you going. But you really gotta do your homework, and when you do your homework, it increases your knowledge, because you know. And homework, I don't mean homework as in like schoolwork necessarily. It just depends on what you want to be, or what you're into. Just study everything about it. If you want to be a rapper, study everything about it. Study the rappers who made it big, study the rappers who didn't make it big, understand why certain rappers made it big, understand why the ones who wanted to make it big didn't make it big. Understand what you have to understand, all these things. Like you can't just come in like one track minded, like I'm gonna just do this and not understand any of that, because you may need to apply those to your life or career one day. And it's not just with music, it's anything else, whether you could be playing tennis or anything. It's just do your homework and you just have to increase your knowledge as much as you can on what you're trying to pursue. And I think that's one of the steps to being successful, when you just know everything. You're like, okay, I know how that happened. I know exactly why this is happening. I know why this isn't happening. What else is the key to success? It's who you surround yourself with is very important. If you're around a bunch of lowlives, it can be hard, because your mind is like, oh man, today I'm gonna go hit the gym, I'm gonna go work out so I get buff. And then they're like, hey yo man, come over man, let's chill man, I got these homies coming over, let's go, whatever. It's just something to throw you off, and then stuff like that can happen. And you can say, and then one day, you know, you can just be like, okay, I'll go hang with the homie instead of going to work out or going to practice skateboarding or rapping or whatever. And then it turns into a pattern, and then years go by and you're like, damn, I've been hanging with these motherfuckers for 10 years and I haven't done shit. So you gotta surround yourself with positive people who are, positive people and people who are motivating, that make you want to not be lazy, you know? Because if you're around somebody lazy, they're not gonna tell you. They'll tell you like, man, I want to see you make it, but they're not actually gonna be like, yo, we're not hanging out today, go do your shit. They're not gonna say that. So you gotta just, or either isolate yourself, just be like, yo, I'm cutting out friends for a while, I'm gonna just do my own thing. That's kind of what I did, the route that I took when I was fresh out of high school. But yeah, those are a few of the key things that I believe can contribute to success. No. I read Sam I Am once, Green Eggs and Ham, that's what it's called or something. And I read like 2 Goosebump books. And that was in like, when did I read the Goosebump books? In like 10th grade? Yeah, I just don't read. I'd rather watch the movie. I'm one of those people, but I'm not stupid. I just don't like reading. Like when I look at it, my brain just goes into like matrix mode, and I'm like, these are words on a page and it's paper with ink on it, and that's all I'm seeing. I can't see any meaning in it. I'm like, get this out of here. But some people find joy in reading. I personally don't. Well, I believe in Jesus Christ. I'm a Christian, and I don't really believe in a previous life. This is my only life that I'm living right now, and I mean, and if I make it to heaven, then this would be my previous life as HOPSIN. But I don't. But if I were to make up something, or what I would want to be, is a dragon slayer. A dragon slayer who walks around with no shirt on, with metal pants and a sword and a helmet with white contacts. And I'm just beast mode slaying dragons, and also own my dragon that I fly on to slay other dragons. That's what I'd want to be. Favorite cartoon character would have to be Bart Simpson. Most inspiring character, just because he skateboards, he's cool, he's like a class clown that does pranks. I was that kind of dude growing up. I wanted to be just like him. But I outgrew him, and now he's still a little kid and I'm grown, so he can't really be my idol anymore. But yeah, Bart Simpson. I've been watching Adventure Time over the past few years a lot, and it's really cool. I like Adventure Time a lot. Favorite video game? Mario 64. That game was so fun. I need to buy a Nintendo 64 again just to play that game. It was just so cool with the wahoo, wow, like all that stuff. It was a lot of fun. I haven't played that game in years, but that was my favorite video game. The status is, there's no real status. It's just, I shouldn't even told everybody I was working on a new album. I'm working on it though. It's coming along great, and it's amazing. It is amazing. The only thing that's kind of slowing things up is I have to get these videos done. It has to be done properly, or else I'm not going to release it. It will be released, but I'm not going to release it in the time that people want it. So I got to get these music videos done, and everything has to be on point. And I'm directing the videos, I'm producing the music and doing all the stuff, mixing and all that. I've enhanced my studio like crazy style, so I'm doing a lot of work though. So it's not like I'm just going to a studio rapping and leaving it up to somebody else. The process would go a lot faster like that, but I enjoy mixing and editing videos and all that. That's not, HOPSIN doesn't just rap. I do a lot of things, and I enjoy doing them all, so it's a big project. So when Knock Madness is done, I don't want it to just be an album. I want it to be like an impact on hip-hop, to where it drops and it's just like, damn, this fool went in on that shit and he put his heart into it. And I want to be able to look back at it when I'm 50 years old and just be like, hell yeah, I did that shit. Favorite Eminem song is The Way I Am, because I fucking relate to that shit so much right now, what I go through. And it's, yeah, beast mode song. Favorite album of Eminem is the Marshall Mathers LP, for sure. That's my favorite album. It'd be raw, I'll tell you that. It'd be fucking vicious, but it would be crazy and dark. It would be dark, violent. Yeah, I don't know. Never. Don't need to. I'm doing good. I don't need a deal. It's just I had to do it before it didn't go good. I mean, I know there's better deals out there, but I don't need to sign my life away to anybody else. I'll own my own career, you know. And the people who started those record labels, they're people just like me who had a dream to start their own record company to sign artists, and that's what I'd rather do. You know, I like to be the creator. I don't want to be the follower who hops on the bandwagon. I'm good without it. Just don't need to. Don't see a purpose for me to do it. My life is good, and I like the way I am already. You know, I don't need any enhancers. No, I've never done it. No, I just don't want any tattoos. I know how humans are, and when you get shit, then we regret it. So I'm not gonna get freaking 818 my area code tattooed on me and turn 40 years old. Like, why did I get that shit? And yeah, it's like, and the way I am right now, I'm like, I might not be this way forever. Humans are constantly changing. So one minute if I was younger, I would have got a Power Ranger tattoo, and I would have regretted that right now. And right now, I'd probably get Funk Volume tattooed on me, but then if I got older, I'd be like, why did I do that? Like, it's just gonna constantly change. So if there was a way to get temporary tattoos where they lasted for like 5 years, I would do it. But I don't need to do that. Let's see. Got my Baker wallet with my hotel room key. A little bit of money. I got some an Australian $5 bill. I have European $5 bill. What else do I have in my pockets? Only got $20 in my pocket. Tylenol was in my pocket because I had a headache. My cell phone with the cracked screen, because every time I go out and skateboard, I always get a new phone, then it manages to drop out of my pocket and fall and break, so I'm just like, fuck it. Trident gum, floss, yep, still works. And a note from a fan. I broke my wrist in half when I was skateboarding. I dropped in for the first time. It's when I lived in Gaithersburg, Maryland. And we went out to, me and my friends, Brad and Joe, we went out to a little skate demo in Baltimore, Maryland, and Tony Hawk was gonna be there, and the whole Birdhouse team. So I went there, and before everybody got there, all the pros, I was trying to drop in. I didn't know how to drop in on a half pipe, so I dropped in, and I slid back and flew in the air and landed on my wrist, and it was just a huge curve, my whole wrist, and I was like, ah. And then it was crazy because the dad who brought us, one of my friend's dads, he was like, you better not hurt yourself when you go out there. And then that's exactly what I did. So I was embarrassed to tell him. I was like, I just ran out the park, and I didn't let him know I was hurt though. I was just like, I'm gonna go outside and just get a breather. And then I went to this fire station. I was like, can you guys help me? I broke my arm and I don't know what to do. And then they wrapped it up for me. And I was like 13 years old when this happened. But yeah, that was my worst injury. Oh, there's something else that was bad. This just happened like four or 5 months ago. I was in Florida and I had bought this contact solution, but it wasn't really contact solution. It was like some contact cleanser thing or something. And so and then when I put contacts, I do it all confidently, I just pop it in. I put this shit was like acid. So I put it on and I'm just like, poop. And then it takes like 5 seconds to kick in. So I put it in, I'm just like, okay. Ah! And then, oh my, I was screaming the whole entire, I had to scream, the whole entire hotel heard me. And I was just on the ground, I was like, man, this is horrible. It was the worst pain I ever felt in my whole life. I wanted somebody to shoot me in the head, honestly. I wanted somebody to shoot me in the head. Yeah, so now I'm scared about contacts. When I buy it, I'm reading it like, is this the right kind? Because that shit hurts so bad. I feel like somebody put a torch to my eyeball. Message to the youth is to be your own person. Children grow up and their minds are so active and creative. They want to go do this and that and this and that. And once they get older, they start slowing down and they get into drugs and they start fucking up, man. They start fucking up, and I can't be a rapper who contributes to that. So I wanna motivate them to be creative and don't lose that imagination that they have when they're a kid, because when they think about being an astronaut or if they picture themselves winning a Grammy one day, they can really do that. It doesn't become unrealistic once you get into junior high or high school and you start hanging around low lives. The dream is still there. If you're seeing people still do it when you watch TV or whatever you're doing, anything, whether it's running track or anything, if people are still doing it, why can't you be one of those people? Because those people who are doing it were once like you, probably in the same exact boat with no money, but they just had a dream, but they were doing everything they could do in their power to get there. I was just like that as well. It was a dream for me to become a rapper, and now I'm doing it. I'm traveling around the world. It was a dream for me to do crazy crowd surfs and stand on the crowd, and now I made it happen. Like you just can't don't put borders up for yourself and be like, I can't do that. Stop hanging around with fucking bad homies, man. That's what it is. That's what it mainly is. These fucking people that you surround yourself with, man. And I've had it. I've seen it happen to other people. You surround yourself with these lowlives, and you're gonna be one. And folks think I'm fucking lying or I'm too preachy or whatever. This shit is real fucking life, man. This is real fucking life. And people clown me all the time like, oh, you're 27 or this or that and you're old or whatever, and they say shit, but when you get my age, you're gonna wish that hopefully you're doing better than me, but like you're gonna wish that you did the shit that you're supposed to do when you were 17, 18, 19, 20. Like it's finally paying off for me now. It didn't happen sooner, but I still kept grinding, you know? I didn't let my age stop me. I wasn't like, damn, I'm 25 now, I'm 26 now, I can't, like, no, fuck it. I had my dream, I'm still living it. I don't give a fuck what anybody thinks. I'm me, and I'm gonna do what I wanna do, and I don't care what anybody says. And you gotta have the same mentality. Don't let anybody tell you can't do it. Like, it's fucking life, man. Live. YOLO. Nah, no YOLO.